Dr. Michael Diamonds presents the world's easiest science-based diet to remove visceral fat. With a couple of months left in 2025, he's showing viewers how to fast-forward their transformation with 3 easy meals to reach 12% body fat quickly, including one special drink that's been proven to reduce visceral fat by 14% on its own. Dr. Diamonds, a medical doctor, scientist, and pro-natural bodybuilder, has done this transformation himself 5 times in the last decade. 2 of those 5 transformations happened in as little as 60 to 90 days. It's a sustainable, science-based approach, and here's the twist. He's giving viewers the exact plan to follow step by step, so there's no guesswork. They just need to copy it, paste it into their lives, and fast-forward their transformation. This is the same science-based diet he uses on his clients at every age. Sachin in his 20s, Tori in his 30s, Harry in his 40s who lost over 100 pounds without ever leaving his home, Donnie in his 50s, Dom James and Dr. Gregory in their 60s, Dr. Doug in his 70s, and Dwayne in his 80s. Here's how they'll do it together. First, Dr. Diamonds walks through the diet itself and exactly what to include. Then he shows the 3 meals that put it all together step by step. Now, let's set the foundation so viewers can execute this correctly on day 1. He calls it the 5 golden rules for reducing visceral fat and keeping it off. He's sharing this so viewers can apply the logic to their own meals and have the keys to success. Rule number 1 is implementing time-restricted eating, the 16 to 8. Why? There's new research released in 2023 to 2024 that's changed the game. Now we know that intermittent fasting doesn't just cause weight loss. It specifically reduces visceral fat, while leaving much of the protective subcutaneous fat untouched. Now the question is, how effective is this for visceral fat? There's a meta-analysis, which is basically the study of studies, that combined the data of hundreds of people. They found that those following the 16 to 8 cut 8 to 14% of visceral fat in just 12 to 16 weeks without anything else. So to put that into perspective, that's like taking 2 months off the clock on health risk. And this is the kicker. Participants rated it a 9 out of 10 for ease of use. So here's how it works. Fasting keeps the fat storage hormone insulin lower for longer stretches, which makes the body reach deeper into the visceral fat stores for energy. And if viewers also want to lose the subcutaneous fat and maximize overall fat loss to get to 12%, Dr. Diamonds wants them to pair their 16 to 8 fasting with a caloric deficit. That's still the fastest driver, and he's going to show them where to do this so they're guaranteed to achieve both. Now, rule number 2 is Proteus. Proteus in Greek means of the first order. It's the most important macronutrient, and he'll tell viewers why. When most people think of protein, they think of muscle, and yes, it helps build and protect muscle, especially when in a dieting phase. But this is what's often overlooked. Protein has unique effects on visceral fat that go beyond what carbs and fats can do. This is the biggest breakthrough that came from a study on what's called protein pacing. It's spreading protein across meals and combining it with intermittent fasting. The results? A 33% reduction in visceral fat compared to 14% with just the standard caloric deficit. That's more than double the effect. So viewers are probably asking, okay, Dr. Mike, why does spreading protein across meals help so much? And why does this happen? Protein doesn't just keep you full and help you build muscle. It ramps up something called the thermic effect of food, the calories the body burns just by digesting and processing what you eat. Think of it as a metabolic tax. Protein is expensive for the body to run, and that extra effort shifts the balance toward fat loss, especially around the belly. So Dr. Diamonds wants viewers to target a minimum of 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight daily, whether that comes from chicken breast, wild-caught salmon, Greek yogurt, or whey protein. To make it simple, he created a precision macro calculator. He built this just for viewers so they can get the exact numbers the way he would build it, so there's no guessing. It's linked in the description. Just scroll down until you see Precision Macro Calculator. Rule number 3 is adding polyphenols, and he'll explain what that is. If fasting is the engine and protein is the fuel, polyphenols are the power switch that takes fat loss from good to great. Polyphenols are natural compounds found in foods like berries, walnuts, pomegranates, and onions. They don't just protect cells, they flip on pathways that make the body burn fat more efficiently. So here's how it works. From walnuts and pomegranates, the body produces urolithin A. Dr. Diamonds wants viewers to think of it as a fat cell remodeler. It helps brown white fat cells, turning them into calorie-burning tissue. From onions, you get quercetin, a flavonoid that improves insulin sensitivity and reduces inflammation, two of the main drivers of visceral fat storage. That's why he calls polyphenols the fat loss multiplier, because when you add them on top of fasting and on top of eating more protein, the results don't just add up, they multiply. So viewers want to build their meals around polyphenol-rich foods. Rule number 4 is omega-3s. Omega-3s specifically contain EPA and DHA, and they don't just protect the heart alone. They also change how fat cells behave. They make the cell membranes more flexible, so those cells actually listen when the body tells them to release energy. A 2015 study in the International Journal of Obesity found that people who added fish oil to a calorie-controlled diet lost more belly fat than those who just did a diet alone. And along the way, their bodies handled carbs better and more efficiently. Now, omega-3s on their own won't strip fat by themselves, but when you stack them together with fasting, protein, and gut activators, they quietly unlock what makes the whole system click. Now, rule number 5 is green tea. Dr. Diamonds is going to be honest, he used to think green tea was just this detox fad that people were hyping as a miracle drink, and he didn't like that. But green tea is loaded with plant compounds called catechins. Think of them as nature's fat-burning compounds. The most powerful one is called EGCG, and this doesn't just act as an antioxidant. It directly boosts fat burning and helps reduce inflammation. There's a 12-week clinical trial in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition that showed that people drinking the equivalent of 4 to 5 cups a day cut down their visceral fat. And this was confirmed by CT scans, not those fancy bathroom scales. So here's how to use it. Aim to drink 3 to 4 cups a day, and if you're caffeine sensitive, you can get decaffeinated green tea. This is how Dr. Diamonds wants viewers to drink it. Drink it in between meals, about 2 hours after eating or 30 minutes before the next meal. Keep it black. He doesn't want viewers to add milk in there because the milk proteins can block most of the catechins. One study suggested that it can decrease absorption up to 87%. So you can add a squeeze of lemon instead, and it will boost the catechin stability and absorption. So when you stack these 5 rules together, you create a primed body ready to burn visceral fat all day long, not just fighting you, but working with you. Now, the only question is, what does this look like on your plate? So let's get practical. And Dr. Diamonds will show viewers the exact 3 meals that tie this all together and make this diet effortless. Before he continues, he asks viewers to let him know in the comments, and by leaving a gentle thumbs up, say, "Dr. Mike, make the visceral fat cooking show." These meals and over 1,000 more visceral fat-burning meals, and he'll show viewers how to prepare them the best way. He has so many nuggets that make these easy to meal prep, fun to do, and foods that the whole family wants to eat. Let's start with meal 1, the berry yogurt protein bowl. Most people start the day with toast or cereal. It's light, it's carb-heavy, and it's guaranteed to leave you hungry. But the strongest visceral fat-burning meal isn't light at all. It's loaded with probiotics, polyphenols, and omega-3s that prime the gut and metabolism to attack belly fat from the first bite. This is the berry yogurt protein bowl, the secret weapon. A 2023 Nature Metabolism study found that when probiotics were paired with polyphenol-rich berries, visceral fat loss more than doubled compared to either one alone. It's like the gut bacteria and berry compounds form an alliance, and together they're twice as effective. So here's how to make it. Take 200 grams of low-fat Greek yogurt. That Greek yogurt contains the probiotics, the Lactobacillus plantarum, and the protein to feed the gut and also protect muscles. Add 100 grams of mixed berries to that bowl. blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, strawberries. These are polyphenol-rich, which Dr. Diamond's covered earlier. He wants these fresh, not the frozen stuff. Add 30 grams of rolled oats, which is a prebiotic fiber to fuel the good gut bacteria. Add 10 grams of chia seeds. In the chia seeds, there are those omega-3s that will bring down inflammation. It has fiber also that will improve digestion and insulin sensitivity. And on top of that, top that power bowl off with 20 grams of walnuts. The urolithin A in those walnuts is from Rule 3 that remodels fat cells. And to make it sweet, to make it enjoyable, add about 5 grams of honey. If you need it a bit sweeter, you can take it to 10 grams. And you can add 1 scoop of your favorite whey protein for extra satiety. Mix it all in a bowl. No cooking. 5 minutes and you're done. And what's cool about this, Dr. Diamonds gives this to all of his clients and you can prep it overnight. You can make it in the evening and meal prep this for a couple of days. These are the macros: 50 grams of protein, 50 grams of carbs, and 15 grams of fats. 510 calories of visceral fat destruction. Sandra, one of his favorite clients, ate this bowl daily, and she lost 50 pounds of fat without feeling deprived. And if viewers feel excited about this, just wait until they see lunch, which adds another fat-fighting layer. Meal number 2 is air-fried chicken and sweet potato bowl. This makes fat burning go beyond the gut and into hormones. Korean researchers discovered that kimchi, fermented cabbage that contains Lactobacillus plantarum, is a bacteria that specifically reduces visceral fat adipocytes. There's a 2013 study in nutrition research that showed that people who ate kimchi daily had lower body fat and smaller waists compared to those who didn't. So here's a 15-minute setup that you can make in an air fryer. Dr. Diamonds personally has a Ninja air fryer with 2 compartments, and these are one of those meals that he gives to his business owners that they can just throw this stuff in there and go do other things, and when they're ready to eat, they just need to toss it all together. So take 250 grams of chicken breast, cube it up, season it, air fry it at 360 degrees Fahrenheit for 10 minutes. This is the main protein source, and if he does do that cooking show, he'll show viewers all the amazing spices and herbs and sauces they can add to make this so good and juicy. And then in the other compartment of the air fryer, take 150 grams of sweet potato, cube it up, toss 5 milliliters of olive oil on it, air fry it at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 8 minutes. This sweet potato is a slow carb that won't spike blood sugar compared to rice, for example. Also, add to this meal 150 grams of fresh spinach. It's polyphenol-rich with magnesium that will help keep cortisol in check, which usually adds onto visceral fat, but it's going to keep it in check. And also add 50 grams of kimchi to the side, plus 10 milliliters of olive oil, which adds healthy fats and healthy polyphenols. Putting it together, assembling it takes 2 minutes and a total of 15 minutes in cooking time. And these are the macros: 70 grams of protein, 45 grams of carbs, and 15 grams of fats at roughly 595 calories. And this is one of the meals that you can prep in bulk, take to work, and never miss a beat. Now let's move into meal 3, the salmon and rice stir fry. Before Dr. Diamonds continues, if viewers are watching until this point, it means that it's very likely that losing visceral fat is very important to them. If they've tried in the past and finally want a guaranteed result, Dr. Diamonds and his team of doctors pull blood work, check gut health, see everything. They check under the hood and build a science-based plan just like this for each person. Every meal fights for its place and helps people lose 50 pounds. It helps reverse diabetes just like it did with his mom. This is the exact same strategy they did with her, and she was able to lose the weight and regain her confidence. And if viewers want to be able to achieve a similar transformation to the ones they're seeing on the screen and want to work with him and his team of doctors, they're premium, but they guarantee the result. It's the first link in the description to apply to work with them. But viewers can just watch this video and utilize these meals to get results if they want to try it on their own first. Now, meal number 3, salmon and rice stir fry. Everyone says don't eat carbs at night, but this is the truth. The right carbs paired with omega-3s actually accelerate overnight fat burning. Take 200 grams of wild-caught salmon. Dr. Diamonds wants it air-fried at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 8 minutes. It's rich in omega-3s, rich in DHA, and studies show that this reduces visceral fat. It's also high in protein. Add 80 grams of cooked brown rice, which will feed the good gut bacteria that thrive on that fiber. Also add 150 grams of broccoli, which contains that sulforaphane compound that helps with the fat-burning genes, and 50 grams of onions, which is a great prebiotic fiber to lower inflammation. Add 10 milliliters of low-sodium soy sauce to try and avoid that bloating, and mix it all together with the salmon. Voila! The macros are 54 grams of protein, 33 grams of carbs, and 27 grams of fats. 579 calories. And the result? It's a dinner that's going to fuel the gut, calm down inflammation, and prime metabolism to burn fat while sleeping. Together, these 3 meals hit the golden rules learned earlier: the fasting-friendly structure, the high protein for satiety and muscle, the polyphenol-rich probiotics and fat loss multipliers, the omega-3s in the chia seeds, the walnuts, and the salmon. By now, viewers can see these 3 meals aren't random. They're deliberately and scientifically engineered to check every single one of those golden rules. Protein spacing throughout the day, to protect muscle tissue, and to double that visceral fat loss. The polyphenols and probiotic-rich foods working together to reprogram the gut, and omega-3s making fat cells more responsive and less stubborn. And the best part? You're not going to feel like you're dieting. The meals are simple, they're easy, they're repeatable and satisfying. When people follow this exact structure, the body stops fighting back, and it starts working with you. Harry dropped over 100 pounds doing this. Doug did the same. These are all people who struggled before. This system works. It's universal. So here's Dr. Diamond's challenge to viewers. If you've struggled with consistency in the past, commit to these 3 meals just for 30 days. Give your body a chance. Do that and you will notice the difference, not just in how you look, but more importantly, how you feel. That being said, if viewers want Dr. Diamonds and his team to build this all out for them, want a full-blown premium program to drop the weight, go for it. Apply to work with them, but just apply these meals here. Let him know in the comments if viewers want him to make this cooking show. He will show these recipes and more. So say, Dr. Mike, create the cooking show, and he'll do that happily. And leave it with a gentle thumbs up. If he sees it's what viewers want, he'll drop everything he's doing and make it the next video. And if you want to know more about a 30-day plan to lose visceral fat, watch this video right here. Cheers!